at their draft. They're going to be looking for their either their XP laner or their roamer if they want to flex this Beleric up against the Uranus. I think they're stuck with Esmeralda in this scenario.
Yeah, and it might have been a slow creeping realization for Vamos that it really might just have to be go next for them. But let's see. It doesn't look like they have any more room to pull out any surprises. They get the Lapu-Lapu, an offensive tool that is burst damage. Lots of burst coming in from Vamos, but they have a lineup that deals with burst incredibly well. And they still have the problem of can they annoy this Melissa enough? More than anything, I feel like this is up to the Lapu-Lapu, Beleric, and the Harley to actually make something work from not a lot of anything in their draft.
I'm sure that our co-casters, Gideon and Lafel, would have a lot more knowledge about this, but I feel like when you think Lapu-Lapu for Vamos, I think Sapat, right? I think that's the hero I associate him with. I'm not sure how masterful Siska is. And the reason why I am saying that is because of how important the role of the last pick Lapu-Lapu is. You mentioned how important the combination of the Beleric, Harley, and this Lapu-Lapu can mitigate the early game for Team Vamos, and with that kind of argument, it just strengthens the value of how good you should be as a Lapu-Lapu player in this game. So there's a lot of tasks here that's going to be given to Sisga, and let's see if Team Vamos can pull off a 2-0 up against BTR.
What can they do, and how will they do it with this last pick Lapu? It's a major question right now for Vamos. We enter this game. Gonna be a slow start for both. When it comes to the emblems, nothing in particular stands out. Except you do get the double boost for Finn, so you're gonna be expecting this glue to be able to roam a lot. Alongside Shogun as well, getting the agility for that extra movement speed boost.
Okay. Kill? Moreno? No. That was weird, but the taunt was masterful. Now go for the dive. Actually survives, so not for long. Arrow 4 is ready. TR, a very questionable movement overall for their trio mid, and because of that, they give away 2 kills to Team Vamos, 1 kill for the rogue for the jungler, and a big lead in the early stages.
Yeah, I'm scratching my head. I feel like they still could not let go of their more primal animalistic instincts from game number 1, because that didn't need to happen this early on. You all ended up getting a kill out of that Harley. Nile is not even going to be able to hit level 4 just yet. Maybe Thruzo with the Beetle, but math-wise, I can't remember if the Beetle should be able to make him hit level 4. He didn't get the Golem. He didn't. He's going to be lacking in levels. Arrow... Oh, wait, no. There it is. He's fine. He'll be able to hit level 4.
Yeah.
Although Vamos are holding into closer his purple buff. Deadly Magic has popped off. They're not going to be able to take down Moreno. Nile will not have a lot of help unless he's confident the glue and the Uranus will be able to do enough to provide space for him to be able to retrieve this in a 4v3 scenario. Moreno is close by, but it's going to be too risky for him to get close. Finn doing everything he can to hold on. Nile holding on by the bush. Vamos being very disciplined with it. They're not dealing any damage to the turtle whatsoever because they know that might help Nile's cause in getting it. Clockun gets found out. Nile gets a kill. Here comes Siska with the damage. He gets the start off and he finds Nile. It's the jungler of BTR by Vid, and we pose questions for the Lapu-Lapu, and Siska answers.
Whew, Siska, masterful with it, with the flicker as well committed. And Team Vamos are now controlling this early game, this turtle dance. They're gonna be very happy to trade more levels for Arrow 4, especially because they have already taken out Nail. And the BTR, there's really no way for them to get the turtle. Unfortunately, Zakif had to pop his own ultimate, so that is a big tool for Team Vamos that will not be available in this refresh of the turtle fight. But then again, Arrow 4 is already level 6.
Good zone out here by the glue and the Uranus. Can BTR by Vid get the turtle? The answer is yes. Shogun goes down to Siska. That's a pullback from the glue. Clockun gets the ultimate of the glue. Are they going to be able to make something out of it? Let's see. He gets a little bit closer, blazing to wet, not go. Goes in with the BMI as well. But it's just to send the members of BTR by Vid back. Vamos has the lead in kills. maybe a little bit more map control too. But BTR were the ones able to secure that previous turtle.
It's going to be the trade for Team Vamos. With all due fairness for BTR, they still managed to take the turtle despite them having less levels compared to Air 404. To be fair, Air 404, they decided to go for the Uranus, which is a very tanky target rather than try to two. But on the backline, Snail gets another kill onto Clockun, back to back. And now Moreno is in trouble with the deadly magic. Can he survive? No. And they will get a trade. Team Vamos, a mid for a mid. And this will even make things very, very, very full of friction in the early stages of this game.
Yeah, especially now that Siska has a second kill under his belt. Some fast rotations coming out from this EXP laner for Vamos, who we weren't able to see all throughout MSC, but now we're seeing him. And let's see if he's going to be building towards a more aggressive route, considering the early start that he had. That's going to be a cash onto Zkeef, and it is clean. It takes a bit of time, but the Belleric finally falls to the Glue and the Hirara. BTR by Vit, they're getting a little bit more on the board. They're going to be able to steal that away from Error. And Error is able to get away without the risk of him losing his life.
Slight push here in the middle. Air 404 is trying to poke Finn out of there. But then again, for Team Vamos, this is the tempo that they want to play in, so BTR are countering them with it. So I would say that this is a great reaction coming out from BTR by Vitality. To counteract the Harley, you have to be faster. And typically we see Hirara players to be a little bit more passive, but NIL is just more aggressive right now.
It's gonna be another fight breaking off. Already committed the ultimate to Zkeef. Vamos still has the raging slashes from the Lapu Lapu ultimate. Zkeef miraculously gets the last hit on the turtle. Vamos might be able to get a turnaround with this with the shields, but they decide not to risk it as Natko took a lot of damage. That everything just went Vamos's way that time.
Ooh. A little bit of luck, but a lot of coordination coming up from Team Vamos is what I would say. The initiation coming out from Zkeef and of course Air 404 being that fight, Sizga being so dependable as this Lapu Lapu, even defending the bottom lane, committing his ultimate and will survive for a little bit more. Clockun might be here. Oh, what a slowdown coming out from Shogun. They get a kill afterwards, but they have lost so much. It's a 2v1, a 2-for-1 just to defend the turret in the bottom lane.
That is not the pace that Vamos wants to go. Just a few moments ago, it looked like their pace. It was them who was determining it. It was them setting the tempo for this game. It's BTR by Vid with some nice rotations, very decisive throughout, finding small wins in the side lanes, getting some ganks. Have now made Vamos dance to their tune again. Did they buy enough time for this Claude? Let's see. Natko still deathless. Seems like he didn't have trouble farming. They're now going to try to go for the cross-map split trade, but it's going to be BTR by Vit winning that. Moreno is going to be paying for it with his life with a quick little burst there. Slight disrespect coming in from Moreno, but that opens up the mat for BTR in the bottom lane. Natko and Zkeef cannot do it against this Uranus.
No. Defense, but the push up top is so important for BTR. Now it's going to be another turtle fight. Niall is level 10, and so is Arrow 404. But there is the Lightning Truncheon, the second item now for the Harley. Gonna be answered by the War Axe now for Niall. So this is a pretty even fight between two junglers.
Well, there's a War Axe as well for Emma. So Melissa Nile gets spotted and blasted out. Vamos, they were the ones more decisive this time around, but here comes Emma. Oh, but Siska! He lands the stun! And the raging slashes onto Emma, forces the Melissa back, forces to go away already, but the combo from Moreno is enough to take the Lapu Lapu down. Emma is able to survive. Arrow 404 gets that turtle. BTR by Bit are going to go in for the chase towards this Belleric. Zkeef has the movement speed, and he'll be able to get out. The BTR by Bit, despite some magic there for Vamos. Eventually, again, it's their turn to realize the reality of going up against a Melissa comp.
Team Vamos have the great initiation to take out in there. When we talked about, I just said that it will be free, but now Arrow 404 getting taken out. Finn, an amazing initiation, and of course Moreno being ever so dependable. They want to go for the Eman kill right now, but Eman has already went out of there with the flicker to the side to kind of outplay Natko. Team Vamos, like you said, they are now experiencing what they did to BTR essentially. With this Emma and Melissa being so good in the team fights now. This is again not a perfect game for him. 3 deaths already, but time and time again he's doing a lot of good stuff for the team.
Oh, Siska takes a lot. He wanted to do everything he could to protect the purple buff of Vamos for their Harley. But BTR by Vitality walks away with it. It's a ticking time bomb again that Vamos has to work through. This Melissa, used by them earlier. Now they're getting a taste of their own medicine. I have to point out, our item pickups here are a little bit wonky, so take it with a grain of salt. For a moment, I thought Eman had a War Axe, but he did not. I think we're just doing a little bit of housekeeping with our item pickups at this moment.
It was Nael who had the War Axe. I think it's all mixed up, but yeah, at least what they show right now is accurate. So that's the Malefic War recently picked up by this Hirara. 5-man push here going for Team Vamos in the middle. It's so interesting. I think they just want to group up together and then split when the Lord is about to spawn. But that means that Zeke will be taken out, or will he?
Oh, he had a flicker. He's able to get away. Clock on his Sisgar here. Nato with a blazing duet right after Eman. Can he finally take him down? He's going to be able to get away just in time. Nako got a kill there onto now, but it's this Melissa that's still standing with the Uranus and Glue. Even Vamos are looking at it thinking, oh, we don't need to deal with that. We can't. We don't have the reach. We don't have the damage. And this Uranus, Glue, Melissa trio are bullying Vamos towards their side of the jungle.
To be fair, Emma just played it so well. Natko just overspeeding a little bit. They want to still fight this. They don't have yield for the error 404, and without that, they just don't have enough to force Eman out of position. And even then, Eman has the flicker. And you're right. With 2 tanky dudes in front of the Melissa, there's nothing the Team Vamos could do. In fact, the Lord could be blitzed down by BTR.
It's because sail play utilized by both. Just so she'll get in position. Niall gets spotted out. Deadly Magics. Does he have the iframe? Yes, he does. He's gonna be able to survive it. And now BTR by Vitality. They look like they're gonna be able to punish Vamos. That's another blazing duet entry by Natko. Can he actually survive it this time? But the question is, can he actually get anyone? He gets no one. BTR by Vit are too chunky. They're too solid. Arrow 404 gets spotted out, and he's forced to go back.
And this means that BTR can just go back to what they were doing. They can blitz the Lord now. There's nothing the Team Vamos could do. It looked very promising for that concealed play coming out from Team Vamos to be able to eliminate Nael. But that, Nael survives the iframes of the Hirara. They wanted to go in against Eman once again, but they failed. They might not have lost anyone in that exchange, but now they will! Error taken out! Moreno with the stun, and now they push the turret. Now they can go for the push, now they can go for the dive. They want to go for Siska this time, and the Hirano dives back! A double kill coming out from Moreno! The Maestro with the Eudora! They get 2 turrets and 2 kills, and they want to go for more!
Vamos got greedy. They thought they had the jump onto Emma and a jump onto Niall, but no, it was a quick stun from the Eudora and a combo to change it all around. How's that for a Melissa game? A taste of your own medicine, courtesy of Bigetron by Vitality, delivered onto Team Vamos. We're going to a game 3.
Oh, Moreno, so good with it. He's also the reason why you were able to get Error 404 in the middle part of the map. A quick stun from the Eudora allowed them to take out the jungler so